This is not the end of your story. Everybody wants a happy ending, but it is said that it's more about the journey. Well, there's always a ton more specifics in this coding journey, but it's time to move to a new chapter. Watch to the final part of the video to see what I'm talking about. Let's start with two more important things before we go on with a very colorful transition. The last few lessons taught you some basic but core things about coding your website. Yeah, I know it's not the Picasso you pictured, or maybe the kitten pic you thought of, but let me throw these things on you and then start into the real fun stuff. Two new tags, Nav and Div. Let's start with Nav because there's a few things with that one that you need to know. Nav is short for navigation. Pretty self-explanatory. It's what you see here and here and here. But you need to put something in the nav to get you where you want to go. That would be the LI tag, which stands for list item. You can't really put a bunch of those by themselves because they won't work right. You need to use a UL tag or an OL tag. But do they really not work right? These have been used for years and years, but honestly, these days, most sites don't use them. Unless you like bullet points or numbered stuff, they're a pain because you can't just press delete and take them off. So let's just pretend you didn't learn this. Remember those A tags? Yeah, let's use those. Well, that's better already. Let's move on to the most talked about, most sought after, most famous tag in all of HTML, the div. At first it looks like nothing, and it pretty much is, unless you do something. Basically, a div, or division, is like an empty box, except it has no dimensions. So we need to give it dimensions. Type in the style attribute into the div tag. Inside, put a property of width with a value of, and a property of with a value of, and presto. Dang it, still nothing. Ah, but that's because it's invisible. Add one more value in here. Boom! This is just the start! You can get a little creative and make a bunch of these, but change the colors. Let's do 7 more and make the colors green, blue, yellow, orange, purple, black, and pink. You know, typing in a bunch of properties and values is kind of a pain. Why don't we just put them somewhere to just have one line of code to do all that? Easy! Make the attribute a style tag. Put the style tag in between the head tags. Now we just need to type div, but not as a tag, just as the letters, and add curly brackets. They're the squiggly type of parentheses. You are now entering the CSS zone. Cut and paste the line of the code and put it here. Then we can delete the rest. We still need to keep the background colors in each one, but at least we don't have to keep the rest in there. Look! Exactly the same. I'll prove it works this way. Congratulations! You just learned your first actual CSS. You should be proud. Recap. You learned, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh! You don't even know how this is going to rock your world. In the next one, we will start to design your own page. And I'll start you off with an example that you can use for your own template. Let's go!